Beep ba 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 da boop. Ba 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 da boop. Beep ba 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 da boop. Ba 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 da ba da beep. And that's how we start every episode. Welcome back, folks, to our podcast. It is a podcast where we, I hope I remember this, acquire and review the latest and greatest snacks.
So that you know what to try and what not to buy.
That's right. And the name of that podcast, in case you've forgotten, is, let's see, what do we want to do? Maybe, let's just do, we'll do okay. So here, just like, stay still, okay. And we're spooky, okay, we're spooked, okay. Don't move, okay. And the Super Tasters Podcast. Oh no! I'll put us in a spooky scenario for that cold open.
Perfect.
We did long time no see. By the way, hello. We took a little bit of time off for our birthdays.
Bunch of birthdays, yeah.
But now we're back. We're back on track, and we're back to snack, and we're on the attack.
And who are we?
Can I? Dude, I had more rhymes.
Oh, go ahead.
What do you mean, who are we?
We didn't introduce ourselves.
I'm Evan.
I'm Gabe.
And they call me the rhyme master around here when I'm not getting derailed. Let's just talk about the snacks. So a lot of these, bringing back an old segment, are Evan's Dollar Store scores. True. I went into the dollar store, and I had a field day. Well,
true.
The $1.25 store, or whatever it is now.
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of HERRS. Big fan of HERRS on the podcast. We've got the creamy dill pickle. We've got the sour cream and onion. We've got these HERRS buffalo blue cheese cheese curls.
Yeah, baby.
There's a couple things in here that you said you've tried before. I think these are one of them, right?
I've had the Carolina Reaper puffs, and I've
Cheese
had
puffs.
the ghost pepper chips over here.
Okay, those are both HERRS as well. We've also got some new Zapps, or at least new Zapps to us. Sweet Creole onion, and what are those guys over there?
The Cajun dill gator taters.
A couple more HERRS. Salt and pepper, and these are new. HERRS fire roasted sweet corn, Mexican street corn. This is a popcorn, and we've also got these fun little guys to try. I think these are snacks from the UK. We got them at our local Fred Meyer. They have like a UK foreign section. So they might be like from Ireland. They might be from, the UK. Under the Queen's thumb is the section for these snacks. We've got Bisley is the brand, or Osem. I don't know. There's a lot of words on
Bisley.
here. And then these must be British because they love their silly little words.
That's true. That is true. They are both flavored wheat snacks, it says.
Yeah, one of them is pizza and one of them is barbecue. A twist and a
grid.
A square. So, what do we want to start with?
Should we just go mild to wild, do a little salt and pepper?
Okay, I like mild to wild. And I'm feeling a little wild myself.
Right.
I'm feeling a little wild. I'm kind of a wild child. See, you threw me off, and now
No
the
excuses
bars,
this time, buddy.
the bars are ruined.
You had the floor
for the rest of the episode. No, I'm still like Eminem when he's joking,
Oh yeah.
because someone in the crowd interrupted him.
Yeah, because I yelled out "Mom Spaghetti."
Yeah, and it ruined 8 Mile. These smell good. These are salt and pepper HERRS. Salt and pepper,
Great flavor.
hard to go wrong. It is a great flavor.
I love the salt and pepper flavor of the Kettle brand chips. We grew up eating those.
Oh yeah. Oh, same.
I don't know if you remember, but when we would go on camping trips, you can eat while I talk.
No, it's fine. Because
But,
then
like-
I'll want to talk too, because that's how conversations work.
Remember how we would go on camping trips and there would be like the kids snacks, and then they had those chips, and they would call them. At least I remember them saying like, "Oh, these are the grown up chips." Like
Yeah,
you wouldn't like them, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I did try them.
Yeah.
And, I was like, good to me. I guess I'm a grown up now.
Yeah, you grew up fast. You were sipping those Mike's Hards from the fridge.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. There's something else there, isn't there?
It's like a savoriness. It's almost like salt, pepper.
It's not just salt and
sweet?
pepper.
Is it weird? Is it a tiny bit sweet?
There's a little bit, yeah. It's like there's a little tang in there. There's something. They put something in there.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Don't mind my glistening head. It is a blazing summer day. We've got the lights on, so I'm going to be pooling sweat. Thankfully, I'm going to eat as much of these salty chips as possible so I can absorb all the moisture in my body.
Exactly.
Hopefully
Get
become
electrolytes.
dehydrated, yeah. I can see this. I dropped a chip. Look at the salt crystal
Yeah, baby.
disbursement that like on display here on this tabletop.
They are not skimping on the salt.
I quite like these.
Me too. Those are very, very good.
There's
actually.
something they got like they put like MSG in here or something. Like there's a third.
It tastes. That's why the first thing I tasted, I was like, or not first thing, but obviously after the salt and pepper, that's why it has like a savory character. It's salt, pepper, MSG for sure.
I mess with these heavy,
Yeah, they're very good.
as the kids say. I mess with these heavy.
Yeah, I'm messing with it.
I mess with these as a heavy person. What do you think? What are you thinking? What do you think for a rating?
Strong 4.
It is a strong 4, and I agree with you. They would be a 5. And maybe on a different day they will be a 5.
Right.
But there's just
They're highly addictive. They perfectly as advertised plus more because it's salt
Yeah.
pepper and like you said, there's just a hidden
there's something else.
element that's really good.
And they're keeping their secret. They're not going to tell us.
That is
That's
true.
fine. No, I'm feeling a strong 4 as well. Like I said, on a different day, maybe on a re-snack. As you know, we like to snack on our snacks throughout the week.
True.
We review a lot of snacks, so we have a lot of bags of open chips floating around.
Cavalcade of snacks, yeah.
And sometimes my opinion will change. Sometimes I'll be like, well, this maybe isn't as good as I initially thought. But a lot of times I'll be like, this is maybe a little better than I gave it credit for. But HERRS, nice job. We're going to hit that with a 4. Boom! 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 Boom!
Yeah, baby.
A 4 on the boom scale. Do you guys watch that? The Costco Guy Cinematic Universe?
Is that what he does? He just boom?
He does the boom scale. This Gabe, you know, he's kind of like how Robin Williams said that he had to stop watching other stand-ups so he didn't take their bits. Gabe doesn't watch other food reviewers so that he doesn't take their opinions.
Exactly.
He doesn't want
I don't want to be influenced.
No Keith Lee for him. No, hello, everyone. This is...
Oh, dude, I'd be watching Running on Empty.
Okay, well. You also watch a lot of, what's his name, Feature Man?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
All right, what do we get into next?
Try. You want to do sour cream and onion, and then
Yeah,
maybe
I think that's a good follow-up.
I wanted to do creamy dill, but like
that's a good baseline flavor. Yeah, so we celebrated our birthdays. Our birthdays are very close together.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a period where we were the same age. Congratulations to Gabe. He just turned the big 3-0.
I am now a 30-year-old man that eats
30-year-old
snacks and
podcaster.
myself.
Woohoo! Let's go. Oh my God.
Our older brother was quick to remind me, and I deserve
These
this.
don't smell like much.
No, they smell like oil.
Yeah.
But my older brother reminded me that on his 30th birthday, I basically told him, I was like, wow, now you're old. And so he hit me back with that one when I turned 30.
You would have been what?
25?
25?
I think, yeah.
Old enough to know not to say stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I
deserved
remember, oh gosh, it seems so long ago now, when I used to work with someone when I was 19, and I believe he was 24.
Yeah.
And I was like, geez Louise, man. You and my buddy who was also 19 who was working with me, we'd make fun of him and be like, you're old, dude. And I remember when I turned 24, thinking about me calling him old when I was 19, I was like, man, now I'm as old as he was.
Yep.
That was crazy that I said that. Listen, I didn't mean that. Now that I know what it's like to be 24,
It's a tale as old as time.
as old as I am, whatever age that I am, that is the new young age. Just so you guys know. So like 29 is the new.
It's the new young, yeah.
I'm gonna say 29 is the new 19. I feel 19 again. All right. Speaking of getting older, let's have some of these oily chips. Doctor told me to watch my cholesterol.
Oh, okay.
I like the initial flavor.
Really? I was going to say opposite. The first flavor is oil, and then it becomes sour cream.
I got the sour cream first. Dude, my doctor told me to watch my cholesterol because I am like, you know how your body is like, what, like 80% water? My body is actually closer to 50-50 oil water. So I'm right at home with the oil. I'm swimming in the oil. I'm like the Baron Harkonnen. Every night I go to bed in my big tub of oil.
Oh, chip oil?
Yeah.
Chip oil.
Chip oil. Give me my oil. No, he's got a good voice. My chips. My snacks. My snacks. My snackus. Yeah, these are okay. They're a little bit
I think that they are, for me, a step above Lay's sour cream and onion, but not my favorite sour cream and onion.
We had a banging sour cream and onion. What was that? I really like the sour cream and onion goldfish crisps. Mm-hmm. Those were great, but there was another one that we had a little bit after that was also really good. Who was that?
It was Tim's, I believe.
Was it Tim's?
Right?
It was the Tim's. Yeah, the Tim's blow these out of the water.
Using that as a barometer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not terrible or anything.
No, they're fine.
I would say it's a low 3 for me.
Low 3?
It
I'm sure.
just passes into 3 territory.
We're on the same wavelength.
It's not terribly inoffensive, but it's missing that, like... And I don't know, it tastes the way... You know those, like, Lipton onion soup packets? Or, like...
Yeah.
Or, like, yeah. So, like, it tastes the way that smells.
Yeah. Sour cream and onion is, like... It seems like a simple flavor, but it's kind of hard to execute.
Right.
Or at least, it seems like it's hard for the amount of people that mess it up. You know what's... Well, first let's pick out a chip. Let's see. Well, do we want to move from that onto the creamy dill? Or maybe we want to mix it up and go to some Zapps. Because, speaking of onion...
Yeah, let's go to Zapps.
The sweet Creole onion. I read a story that I thought was kind of funny. There's this couple. They weren't doing so good, I guess. Married couple. Oh. They just had a baby, but their baby was like a couple years old, maybe like 2 or 3. Not much of a smell. And they were arguing, and the dad was upset because he was like, this baby doesn't look anything like me. I want to get a paternity test, which is so, rude, because babies sometimes they just don't be looking
sometimes
like
they do their own thing,
Sometimes they do their own thing. Yeah. They're like Miles Morales in the womb, like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And they come out looking like not like either of the parents. Sometimes they come out looking like Miles Morales.
Yeah, that's yeah.
2 white people can't give birth to a black baby. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Hey, happy Juneteenth, everybody. No, that's crazy. But so they got the they got the paternity test. They got the paternity test, and it wasn't the dad's. And he's like, I knew it, dude. And the mom's like, whoa, hold on, this doesn't make any sense. She took a DNA test. It wasn't hers. And then they're like, what the hell? What is going on? Turns out their baby accidentally got swapped at the hospital the day it was born with another baby, and they didn't notice. And so they've been raising somebody else's baby. But then at that point, dude,
it's their baby.
If the kid's old enough to talk and remember you, yeah, your mama and dad had, like, what do you do? Is it just because, like, now they know, oh, my blood is out there being raised by maybe, like, maybe they're being raised by crazy people. You don't know. But it's like, you can't get but what the legality behind it is, like, do you have to take your baby? You have to do the swap?
I was going to say it. It's a very interesting philosophical debate because,
well, you've been raising this kid, and this is the kid that you think is your kid.
For one, I don't think the blood is what makes the connection. So when it comes to me, like, if it were me, I'd be like, well, that's a shitty thing to have had happen.
I agree, but
it's our kid now.
The victim of somebody else's mistake.
Yeah.
Don't you have somewhat of a responsibility? Like, not just because it's your blood, but because it's like, that's actually your baby,
The one that you
it's the one that
birth
you
to.
Wanted.
Yeah.
So interesting. It is an interesting philosophical question.
Yeah. Well, because, like, how are you going to, because then there's another party involved, too. There's another set of parents.
And what if what if you're like, well, we'll just stick with the kid that we've been raising. But what if that group of parents are like, no, we want our baby back. And then it's like, what do you do?
I guess you would switch.
I guess you would have to.
Yeah.
So I think this is a good anecdote because you might not realize the people in that story were our mom and dad. That baby that was swapped was you.
Was me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who are my... Well, at this point, is it too late for me to switch?
So you want to know who
Do I go?
They had just defrosted this caveman couple that they found in Antarctica, and it turned out she was pregnant. And she was able to give birth, and you came out. They had to, like, shave your eyebrows up and stuff. But Yeah, yeah, that was mom and dad, and of course, exposed to our oxygen, they died after like 20 minutes. So, there's all sorts of diseases and stuff, but it was really too bad about.
I always thought I wasn't. I always had a hunch I was a caveman.
I know, because you used to have that big club.
I got that Cro-Mag forehead.
Dude, look at mine. Dude, mine's bad. I'm honestly glad that they probably can't.
So
see
you also got switched, but a different set of caveman parents. Huh?
That's true.
Was that story even real?
The story is real.
Okay. I was gonna say
it happens a lot. No, that happens a lot. It's real because it happened to you.
I'm crying, dude.
You know what these remind me of? These remind me of
a milder version of the Hawaiian
Maui. Yep, exactly. These are the milder version of the Maui sweet onion. So apparently that's the only difference between the Creole and the Hawaiians are they make their chips more mild. I like those ones more. Dude, I do like the little lobsters holding onions on the bag though. That is
I think that's a crawdad, baby.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. It's very funny.
These are definitely not bad.
No.
And in a world where the Maui onion chips don't exist,
Right.
these are good.
But if you've had the Hawaiian style Maui sweet onion, they're much better.
This is no comparison, yeah.
So for me,
3,
no, I'm thinking of 2.
2.
Yeah. They're not bad. They're just a little bit below average. I think they're a little under-seasoned.
Yeah, they definitely are under-seasoned.
I do like the sweetness. The sweetness is a different kind of sweetness than the Hawaiian ones. But that's the only thing that I like more. Everything else, I like the Hawaiian ones more. All right, so we got a 4, a 3, and a 2. Where are we going to next? Are we going into the pickle zone?
You want to? Well, yeah. Why don't we perfect transition back into the HERRS? We do the Cajun gill.
Those are
dill
Zapps.
gator taters. Oh, that yeah, but like
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
and then go to the HERRS. I meant.
So these are Cajun dill gator taters. Zapps. So they just always have a little crawdad holding something. What is this?
A chip.
Just a chip? Okay.
It's too small to be holding a gator.
It couldn't have been
a pickle.
A pickle? That's all right. We won't take points off for the packaging. Ooh, those smell great. And I know I'm eyeballing. There's like a
whoa.
There's a special chip in here that is like 10 times more seasoned than every other chip.
Oh my gosh.
Here, I'll give you half.
It's okay. I'll take the baby half.
It didn't break evenly.
It's okay.
Oh, dude, it's so
I
seasoned.
hope they deliver on flavor because they smell incredible.
They do. Hard to
I
go
could
wrong
have
with pickle.
sworn I've had these before.
Yeah.
But they do not look and smell familiar now that I'm looking and smelling.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's pretty tart. They're almost overly salty, I feel.
Yeah.
Do you get
I was
that?
going to say,
Like brined, you know?
I feel like this almost tastes like, you know those crab chips, the crab seasoned chips?
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like that crossed with a pickle chip, but like less crab spice.
Yeah, like they have maybe there's a little bit of that. Like Louisiana style like fish seasoning.
Ooh, some of these are like soaked too.
Yeah.
Like they're less crispy, more like oily. The salt is not doing it for me. Honestly.
It's hard because I like the pickle flavor a lot.
Yeah.
But the salt is so overwhelming.
It tastes like pickled salty heartburn.
And dude, and you don't have to tell me about heartburn, man. I live that reality every morning, every night.
Yeah, these are not great.
You know what? Yeah, I just picked up another one. I was like, I don't want it. I think I hate to give both the Zapps a 2 because Zapps, you got to put respect on the name. They make one of my favorite potato chips of all time. They make the best pretzel sticks. But both of these are, God, I mean, and this worse than the onions for sure.
Oh yeah, the onions. You can easily eat the onions. You're just like, I wish I had a little bit more. This needs less.
This is almost a 1. Let me tell you why it isn't a 1. Mm-hmm. Because there is someone out there. There's a grandma who, I'll put these in a 2 though. You agree with the 2, I assume. There's a grandma who every day when she makes her husband and her a sandwich, she peppers one side of the bread and then she puts a bunch of salt on the bologna. There's an old couple that oversalts every single meal that they have because they taste buds are probably largely dead at this point.
Yeah.
And maybe they're soon to follow. But the point is that there is a market, there is an audience for people that like foods that are overly salty. I happen to not be one of those people because I'm not 85 years old. But one day I will be. And maybe I'll swing back around the Zapps headquarters and I'll pick up another bag of those Cajun taters. Wait, see you later. I don't want to see my haters when I'm on the elevator. I'm trying to go up. They're trying to bring me down, but I'm not messing around. Okay, I'm getting back on. I'm getting back on the ball. I'm cooking. And what are we going to be eating next? Do we want to go to compare?
That's what I'm thinking.
So those were the Zapps dill pickles. These are the creamy dill pickles from HERRS. I'm going to clear my palate.
There's a ranch or something. Yeah, go ahead and clear your palate.
I know that I said I was overdosing on salt to combat the sweat, but honestly, I have to hydrate after that.
Yeah, no problem there.
My tongue looks like SpongeBob in the episode where he visits Sandy's house.
Yeah, he's all dried up. Whoa, wait a minute. What's this?
That says tour the HERRS snack factory. No way, dude. Is this our Willy Wonka moment? Is this our literate?
Did we get the snack ticket?
Did the other one say this?
Oh yeah, this one.
One for each of us.
Come see
how we make your favorite HERRS products and taste hot chips right out of the cooker. Go to HERRS.com for details.
1-800-63-SNACK.
Can you still call numbers that have like words?
Yeah.
Should I try calling it, see what it says?
Sure. It's probably going to redirect us and tell us to go online, but
I want to go to the HERRS Snack Factory. 1-800
63. And so it would be 7 6
A or 2. Well, let's not.
5.
I guess we've already. You can buy the bags. So let's see.
Thank you for calling the HERRS Snack Factory. Our current rates are adults $8, 4 to 7-year-olds $4, and 3 and under
cheap.
no charge.
Where is it?
Tour reservations are required.
That's a good question.
Tickets are limited. The tour is wheelchair and stroller accessible. The visitor center hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through
Excuse
Friday.
me, robot. Where is it?
Office hours are
where?
8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. For directions, press 1. For tour hours, press 2.
It's good.
It's like
Schedule a tour,
Pennsylvania.
please.
I'm getting directions. Don't
We
worry.
are located in southeastern Pennsylvania at the intersection.
Pennsylvania. Cool. So I'll never be there. That's cool. But if we find ourselves
In Pennsylvania.
in Pennsylvania, we can
Or,
see
you
the
know,
HERRS.
HERRS, with all this advertisement we're giving you, maybe you want to send a couple of tickets our way.
I don't want to split hairs, but we have been putting a good word out for you guys.
That is true.
But we'll see. We'll see how good this bag of chips is. Yeah, it smells more creamy than pickly because that last bag was like.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not as seasoned looking as well. Seasoned looking.
Yeah, things can look seasoned. Yeah, I forgive you.
Thank you.
Because I think, and there's nothing to forgive because you were right. There's nothing to forgive.
Thank you.
I'm Robin Williams again. Actually,
Yeah.
it's not your fault.
Different
Gabe.
Robin Williams,
Yeah, I'm a different Robin Williams. All right.
Cheese? Does it taste like cheese to you?
Maybe.
What's that supposed to be? Mayonnaise?
It's the creamy. It's the what you're tasting is like the dairy element of the chip.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It's all cream.
Yeah. The dill
maybe
is
we
very subtle.
Ate these together, mixed the bags together.
Yeah.
It is very subtle, but after those chips, I'm vibing with a little bit, a more subtle chip.
Another very savory. It tastes like the cream of sour cream and onion, but like with a slight dill.
Yeah,
Who's eating sour cream and pickles?
I mean, let's be honest, nobody, but it's like a dill dip, I think, that they're going for. I think if you were to give these to me, I might not be able to tell you that these were supposed to be creamy dill pickle. I probably would just think sour cream and onion.
Yeah.
That being said, I do like these better than the HERRS sour cream and onion.
Me too. Me too.
So I put these in a high
High
3.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a little bit more addicting than these are. Another savory element.
Well, you know why too? Because with a mild chip, it leaves you wanting more. It begs you to come back for more.
You got to keep eating them to get
With
that
those,
flavor blast.
it's like I'm 2 chips in. I'm starting to get a headache. I'm literally shrinking. I'm shriveling away. Well, let's see. Maybe we should go into some of the stuff that you've tried before and not save those for last. Because I haven't tried these. We've got the ghost pepper flavored HERRS chips, and then the Carolina Reaper.
You want to start
cheese curls
in the middle of the spice? You don't want to go buffalo, ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper?
Well, I don't want to necessarily.
Oh, you want to get the ones that I've had out of the way. Is what you're saying.
But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Let's go here first. So these are the buffalo blue cheese HERRS cheese curls. Wow, that does smell like blue cheese.
Whoa.
That is a very specific funk.
It smells specifically like blue cheese, yeah.
Dude, do you remember, and I'm going to put him on blast because I don't think he listens to this. Our cousin said that he doesn't eat white cheese.
Yeah, he's a goof.
Any white cheese.
He's like, it has to be yellow. And I was like, it's dye. It's a
dye.
natural dye that makes it yellow. I was like, all cheese is white. It's completely psychosomatic for him.
Baby taste buds. All right.
Oh. The HERRS, their puffs are like melting.
Do you know what I like
mouth.
this? Yes. Do you know what I like this too? You taste the buffalo and the blue cheese.
Yeah.
Both flavors are present.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. You're right. Both of them are equally represented.
It's a great cheese puff. Speaking of dye, I mean, have you ever seen something so fluorescent orange?
Yeah, neon. You can actually put this in your light fixtures and it'll light up.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you know why he didn't laugh? Because it's true.
These are great, man. I like these quite a bit.
These are. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It's a pretty clear 4. It's a heavy hitting 4.
I agree. This is a heavy hitter.
These are highly addicting.
Yeah, baby.
You gotta like blue cheese though, because I assume you like buffalo if you're picking up something that says buffalo on it.
Yeah.
But it is delivering on the blue cheese element.
Dude, dude, any place where they're like, you want blue cheese? Blue cheese? You getting wings? You want some blue cheese? Yeah, man.
Of course.
And if I don't finish it, if I finish the wings before I finish the cheese, I'm drinking that sucker.
That's crazy, dude. That's what the vegetables are for. Celery and blue cheese.
No
after
veg.
your wings.
No veg, please. No veg.
No veg.
You think I bought these 2 British snacks and I'm eating veg? Dude, this is a vegetarian body to you?
I'm gonna have one more.
Yeah, these are great.
Oh boy, those are good.
Yeah, I agree with high 4. Okay.
If they were a tiny bit spicier, probably a 5 for me.
A little spice would be nice. I'll say it twice, but not thrice. Dude, well, how many times I gotta tell you? There could be no sounds when I'm cooking, dude. I told you I'm the next Slim Shady. I'm the next Slim Shady, dude. I'm blowing up like Macklemore. You gotta let me live. All right, these are the HERRS Ghost Pepper flavored chips. Choose your heat. You've chosen hot.
Yeah, you've chosen hot. It's almost at the very end of the heat meter.
What's on that end? Choose your heat extra.
It's extra hot.
Okay.
I'll reserve my previous notes until I've had this on a retest because I haven't had either of these in a while.
I will say they look like plain tortilla chips. They look like plain potato chips, which is, it is a little eerie and a little bit concerning because you know that they might have a little punch. It also has the specific smoky ghost pepper smell to them.
It smells really good, doesn't it?
It does. I'm a big fan of ghost pepper. It's maybe my favorite pepper. It's pretty hot though.
It's a great pepper. I was humbled by ghost peppers in Japan, but
yeah, dude.
How's that flavor though?
It's got a good heat level. It is, just smack the mic with the, I'm sorry, audio listeners, I'm sorry. Or video listeners who also need their ears. These are, they're a little bit plain. Like the spice is the predominant flavor, which, you know, as advertised, it just ghost pepper flavor. But it's just like a plain, spicy plain potato chip.
You think it's plain? You can't taste the other like garlic and
no.
onion
I taste every note. Actually, I taste more notes than you can taste. If you remember, I'll pull up.
You said it was plain.
I'll pull up the clip of us doing the super taster review test.
It's a little bit. It's savory. It's slightly sweet. It's definitely spicy in a good way.
No, I get the notes. There's like pine. There's a little bit of citrus on the end.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
No,
he was tasting the malts first. Now he's got the hops.
I can taste the flavors. Yeah. It's good. It almost reminds me of cumin a little bit.
It definitely has like a, yeah, it's like a chili base with ghost pepper.
It's good. They actually get better the more I eat.
Yeah. For me, I have a feeling I know where you're going to put these. But I would say, for me personally, these are a 5.
I wouldn't put it in a 5.
They are still, I feel like putting it in 4 is still honoring it enough.
You read me like a book.
I have
Therefore,
purchased these chips 5 times.
okay, maybe just try to do like one swallow before you.
I
could see it, the food dancing on your tongue, like it was jumping up and
It
down.
is dancing because
It's
my
like
tongue
a
is happy
wave
to be
pool,
back,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, these are a 4. I can see them being a 5. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. So,
If you get
I'll put them in 5. We haven't had a 5 yet.
if
for
you
me, they're
get
a 4.
normal chips, right? Not normal chips, but like if you get spicy chips and you're let down by most of them because you're like, oh, they're not quite hot enough. Try
That
upgrading
is like
to
the
those.
perfect heat level too, because it's not uncomfortable. I'm not like, give me the water, give me the water.
Yeah. But it's got a nice lingering
But
spice.
it's nice. My tongue, it's tickling. It's dancing. And I'm sure that this is going to build. Oh, were these like this? Hopefully, these are like open.
Pre-opened?
I'm sure I would have noticed. So these are.
If the bottom is all ants, then
These are the Carolina Reaper cheese curls from HERRS.
also neon orange. They like to go with that nostalgic yellow color that you would find in
I'm
any other
excited
cheese
for these
puffs.
because the nostalgic color. Oh,
going
let's
for a little
get away
bouquet.
from the mic, for the love of God. I'm begging you. I'm excited
They
for these
smell cheesy.
because I really like the buffalo ones.
Pretty much just cheesy.
Well, we're open.
They were definitely open. This is not going to be a fair assessment.
They're stale.
Yeah.
Poisonous?
I don't think poisonous. This is going to have to be a mulligan, folks. They opened in the cupboard. This is not a...
Well, let's just say for what's there.
Okay.
We won't give it a rating.
It's mostly cheese and spice.
You're right. It doesn't have as complex a flavor as the... See, now I'm saying it complex because you made me feel insecure. As the ghost pepper potato chips did. I think the cheese overpowers a lot of those subtle notes. The spice is hard to read because my tongue is still...
I would say
affected.
that it's slightly spicier than that. It is not a significant jump. It's a bummer, though, because the texture's whack right now because of the fact that they were stale. It's like packing peanuts texture.
And you've eaten lots of those.
I have.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to try more of them, maybe on our own time. I think that best case scenario, I probably wouldn't rate them higher than the buffalo. They probably would sit around 4 if I had to guess.
Having had them in the past, it's like, yeah. I think the spice, because of the nice kick, I think 4.
Yeah.
Because, like, at the end of the day, if it didn't have that, it would just be a cheese puff. So it'd be like 3, because cheese puffs are fine.
It would just be like a spicy cheese.
But it's a really spicy cheese puff. So
and
if you like,
that's a good vibe. That's a good vibe to bring to the function. If I ever get invited to the function, you know,
one day
we'll
get invited.
Yeah, sometimes I'll sit outside the function and I try to imagine what the vibe is like inside, just from listening from the outside. And I'm like, it sounds like there's a good vibe tonight at the function. And then they see me like, hey, you get away from the function.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
And I'm like, I can't function at this junction if I'm not invited. And they're like, no, stop. Yeah, so, all right. Well, we'll figure out what we're going to do with those, but it's a little disappointing.
Kind of a stalemate, if you will.
All right, that's the end, folks.
Pause in like laughter.
Oh, I know how we can rehydrate the cheese puffs. Oh, roll them on my forehead.
Oh,
Because I'm so sweaty.
I see.
It's a food podcast, so I know better. I know better than to save these British snacks
For last.
for last because I know.
You want to go fire roasted sweet corn for last.
Yeah, I'm saving the best for last. You know.
Yeah, why not?
I will say. Oh, I'll try to hold my phone away from the mic so there's no feedback. But I want to just double check Bisley snacks. Let's see, because it might not be British. Hebrew snack. It's a combination of Hebrew word bis, meaning bite, and the Hebrew word li, meaning for me. A bite for me. Who invented Bisley? Osam creates Bisley. Osam snacks. So are these just like a...
Product of Israel.
Excuse me? Product of... That's interesting.
Listen.
I heard about those guys in the news recently.
We saw distributed by UK. That's what we saw.
Mine doesn't say that. Where does yours say that? And I definitely bought this one. I
Below
bought
the
this
ingredients.
one.
Nice try. You bought both of them, dude. It's okay. I
Well, this is Osam Nestle, like owned by Nestle. And they're cool.
Yeah, Nestle's cool. No controversial things from Israel or Nestle.
It's one of the largest food manufacturers and distributors in Israel. All right, well, we don't have to get into that right now. But if you want to know where we stand, you know what I'll say at Free Palestine. And if you don't like that, you can leave.
Let's see what they got. Let's see what Osam's got.
Yeah, I mean, God. Well, we can't read the back of every bag of snacks that we buy. You know, man. I already forgive us. Hey, man, I haven't been going to McDonald's or Starbucks or nothing, dude.
It's about the snacks, right? We didn't seek it out. It does smell pizza.
Yeah,
How's that one smell?
like barbecue. Let's do the
Barbecue first or pizza first?
pizza first.
The pizza cubes?
Oh my God! What have I done?
We didn't know.
All right. Okay. I like the shape.
I do like the shape too. Whoa. These are very crunchy.
Yeah, flavored wheat snacks is right. Wheat is the predominant flavor. It's interesting.
Yeah.
They smelled so pizza-y. That pizza flavor is almost non-existent.
It tastes like you're eating pizza crust.
Yeah,
With
hardened,
just a little bit.
like in the fridge for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh,
These are also, these feel like they need a tiny bit more salt.
I'm just like, I'm trying to get more. I'm like, where's the pizza?
Yeah, the flavor's very mild. At least the flavoring is mild, because it's mainly like wheat. I'm a fan of crunchy textured
It's like you're
snacks.
eating like a wheat, like an unflavored wheat cereal. What are you thinking? I was thinking 2, but I don't want to put them in the same category as the. What do we have in 3? So these are these? Is this 3?
No.
These are in 2. Yeah. So those are going in 1. Thank God they're bad. Thank God they're bad at least.
Yeah, they're not delivering.
It's just wheat. It's just a wheat flavor.
The texture is the best thing about it.
Don't put pizza on there if it's not going to taste like pizza.
Yeah.
And like this smells barbecue. I like the twist shape. So I guess we'll find out.
Fritos knockoff. Wheat version of Fritos. The barbecue does smell good. This one has a little bit more flavor.
It's like the smokiness of a barbecue.
No sweetness.
You know what's funny? Because I know that they don't like bacon. It almost reminds me of eating bacon bits. You ever get the smokiness from bacon
It
bits?
does taste like a bacon bit.
I would eat some bacon bits when I was a kid. Sue me, dude.
100% it tastes like bacon bits.
Sue me. Get a lawyer. Put me on trial. Take me to court.
Don't sue us. Don't sue us. We don't have any money. These are better than the pizza ones.
What do we do? Like barbecue? By whose standards?
Yeah.
They are better than the pizza ones. I put them in the same as the, about the same level as those Gator Taters.
I'd finish the bag. I wouldn't buy them again. I'm too accustomed to either American or more accustomed, or rather, I like Japanese flavored, like barbecue flavored stuff more. You get like a yakitori flavored thing. But my second favorite is American style barbecue. I need more sweetness.
I'm offended that they put barbecue on this. Yeah, I put them in what do you think, a 2?
I put them 2.
They're both bad. Thank God. So, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm saying the UK this whole time.
It said UK
Why did
on
we
the
read
back.
why did we read the back of the bag, man?
The first thing we thought was it said UK. But
It was with all the other British food. Maybe because they're just ranking them by flavor. They're like, put this flavorless filth, this pig food in the British food section. I will say here, this is important. My wife recently made of her own accord a jacket potato, a baked potato, with some tuna and a little bit of cheddar cheese. Damn. And she couldn't finish it.
Off pod, huh?
Off pod, just for recreational purposes.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was like, because I'm a food finisher. If I see food unfinished, I'm like, dude, give it to me. I can't let food go to waste.
Me too.
Which is why we're going to go to town on those stale-ass cheese puffs, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how many I ate in the test?
But she couldn't finish it. I grabbed that puppy. I put some hot sauce on it. It was singing to me. I was like, you know what? If because I know they're not doing this. No. I was like, if they were doing it this way, yeah, man. The pepper, tiny little bit of salt, but the cheddar is most of the salt.
You know what? If I know that this wouldn't work for you, but for me, maybe a little bit of onion.
Yeah.
A little bit of veg on there.
I think that's typical for like a tuna salad vibe, right?
Yeah. I like a fresh element to my tuna salad, whether it be onion or like a pepper, like pepperoncinis or something like pepperoncinis, or honestly, like a piece of iceberg lettuce. You add a little bit of freshness, a little bit of a crunch.
Sorry, you're talking for longer. The chip ghost escaped. He's gone.
No.
Yeah.
Well, technically, there's a popcorn ghost.
You're right. It was a popcorn ghost.
They're more rare, so
he's
really it's even
bouncing
worse.
around the room.
Yeah.
So this is HERRS fire roasted sweet corn, Mexican street corn, artificially flavored popcorn.
Hell yeah!
And you can wash the taste of war crimes out of our
How
mouth.
does it smell?
You know what it smells like to me? It smells very buttery. It's kind of like just like the Christmas
very sweet. Yeah,
tin.
It does smell like that. Which is for most of us, I think,
it's just
our
like a
first iteration of pre-popped. Well, at least in our generation, first
it looks
iteration
very
of
seasoned though.
Pre-popped corn. It smells good. I really liked the other sweet corn we had from HERRS.
Very sweet. Fire roasted. I'm not sure.
There's also not a whole lot of like.
They should have just have this part of the package. Fire roasted sweet corn. Don't put Mexican street corn on there because I'm having all sorts of expectations that aren't being met.
Yeah, it's just not doing anything to really invoke Mexican street corn.
No, it's not.
It's not like there's no like citrus. There's no there's no like savory note from like the cheese and the mayo or crema, whatever, whichever iteration you have.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
It's good, but it is not delivering on whatever.
Yeah. Like the what did we have that was elote flavor? Was it Cheetos? Those elote flavored Cheetos? Those were pretty good.
I remember them being good, yeah.
All right.
It's a big 3 for me. I think it's kind of middle of the road.
I'm feeling a 3 too. All right. So, just to wrap up, we have some impressive stuff from HERRS over here with the only 5 of the episode being the ghost pepper chips from HERRS. And then also from HERRS, we got the buffalo blue cheese curls and the salt and pepper chips. The salt and pepper chips, pretty damn
Very
good.
addicting.
So if you're going to check out anything, check those out. I don't even want to look at that side of the room because I'm feeling so much guilt.
We couldn't have known. And also, check out, honorable mention, the Carolina Reaper cheese puffs. Just make sure that when you buy them from the store that it's not pre-opened. Make sure make sure the guys stocking the shelves of the dollar store, we're not getting their grubby fingers in there.
Yeah, the dollar store workers were definitely, and I'm not saying they don't deserve a little snack because they do. He was taking a little bit off the top. I think he was just probably did one from each bag if I had to guess. Yeah,
that's fair.
So
for his podcast.
Well, no, actually, because that's what they get for lunch. That's what their lunch is. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We've been the Super Tasters podcast. My name is Evan.
And my name is Gabe.
And we're happy to be back in the saddle and providing even more content for you guys. As always, make sure to always be informed and free Palestine. That's right. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm sorry for buying those ones, and next time I will buy like a falafel or something.
We didn't. We'll look more into that.
Yeah, all right, guys. Oh, say, can you see? Wait, what are you doing with my tax dollars? All right, that's enough. Let's not.